SAT score reports, the subtest scores, the reading score, the writing and language score, and the math score. So this math score, it's basically the raw score of how many questions you got right versus wrong. And you'll notice that it is literally half the total score. And that's pretty much comparable how they're related. So they should be related. On the other hand, the reading score and the writing and language score are your individual scores on those sections. The reading section and the writing and language section. So we talked about how I'm a good, got a 490 in the English. You'll notice that her reading score is a 22 on this sample score report, and her writing and language score is a 27. She did noticeably better on the writing and language section, which is the grammar skills section, than she did on the reading. Yeah.
Particularly, I think it would be helpful if a student is going to take the exam again, so that you can forward plan on, what areas to focus on while you're taking the test to increase your scores a little bit.
Absolutely. I would say these scores are more diagnostic than actually useful for applications.
Right.
So that way you could diagnose, oh, I need more work in reading than I need in grammar. Beneath that you have the cross-test scores. Again, the print is getting smaller as it becomes less and less important. There are 2 cross-test scores, analysis in history, social studies, and analysis in science. But I don't think this is very important. This is kind of their way of competing with the ACT. I don't have any response to these numbers. They don't mean anything, and I wouldn't have any prescriptive plan to address these in instruction. And then as you get beneath that, you see subscores. They're on a scale of 1 to 15. And these are different topics within the reading, grammar, and math sections. Again, they might be diagnostic.
And they seem to be pretty average given the range.
Yeah. So I'm a good, apparently, has taken the SAT one time, and it's listed here on her SAT summary of scores. And you'll see that there's 5 blank spaces. So on this single report, they'll show you up to 6 scores.
I've never worked with a student who's taken the SAT 6 times.
In fact, in my experience, most students take it 2, 3, sometimes 4 times.
Right.
And if you're really obsessive about it, like, someone who's wearing blue Argyle on a podcast in March, you might have taken the SAT 5 times. It also shows something interesting. I'm a good took the SAT subject tests in November of 2016, which is an interesting time to take the subject tests, in my opinion. According to this score report, she took 3 subject tests, Japanese with listening, one of the less common subject tests, chemistry, a medium common one, and a very common one, literature.
That's great for a student or for anybody, just so that you can have a easy way to compare your test scores, across all of the tests that you've taken section by section. I think that's really helpful.
So thank you so much for listening and or watching, or both if you really love us. And as always, let's keep learning.